So I guess we won't discuss that after all. That's
May I
fine.
add something, which is, it may end up being really late, when we get around to 4F. And if it is, maybe we want to reassess.
That is possible. Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Okay. So our next item on the agenda is the public hearing. And I believe Krista Fuller will be presenting that.
Is this about you?
You're starting that anyway. Thank you.
You want to post it?
Technical difficulties.
Thank you. Thank you, Deputy Mayor.
Is it possible that we could move the agenda up so that people can see the entire agenda of the public hearing at once? Is that possible?
This is the entire agenda, this presentation from 14 Acadia Street.
Okay.
So tonight we're having a public hearing on 14 Acadia Street. This is a development proposal by development agreement to allow a daycare, a Montessori school, for up to 6 children at this particular location. So this is just a bit of information about the location. It's a fairly well-known home located right across from the school. And it's in the R24 zone, which allows certain uses by development agreement. So the background, the house was recently purchased by Liz Hobbs, who I see in the gallery, and her husband. And it is designated medium density residential. The zoning, as I mentioned, is R24, and it's about 17,000 square feet, a little under. The property is within an architectural control area, and the home is about 110 years old. It is currently a single-family home with an accessory double garage. Adjacent to it are a variety of residential. To the east is a multi-unit, to the west is single-family, across the street's a school, and to the rear is additional residential. And it's located on what's designated as a local collector in the municipal planning strategy. So the proposal is to permit, whoops, this is 10, but it's actually 6, to permit a daycare for up to 6 children. Originally, Ms. Hobbs did apply for 10 children in her home, but that was reduced to 6 through the negotiation of the development agreement. So essentially, she's just going to take a small portion of her home and turn it into a classroom for the care of the children and the teaching of the children. This is a site plan prepared by a landscape architect. And it shows the home, the porch, the 2-car garage, parking for two more cars, and all the landscaping. It's a beautifully landscaped property as it is right now. No additional landscaping is required as part of the development agreement. There's fencing, mostly deciduous trees around the perimeter. There's no play area specified in conjunction with this, because the particular approach to child education and care of the Montessori schools is mostly internal to the building, as was explained to the CDC. And so some daycare facilities have large play areas, but this one does not require it, and it's not included in the development agreement. So the municipal planning strategy allows for institutional developments of a limited nature, not related either to a main or accessory university use in this zone. So essentially, she can, small institutional type uses are allowed through development agreement, and this certainly qualifies as a small institutional use. In comparing this care facility with other daycare facilities, it's certainly small. Other daycare centers can range up to 60 or 70 children. So this is, in staff's opinion, a small institutional use. So the municipal planning strategy, which is the policy document that guides staff as we work with the developer to negotiate this development agreement on behalf of council, provides a variety of issues that we need to consider. There needs to be adequate screening and buffering and parking areas, and safe egress and access. And then there's a variety of general planning policies, general enabling policies that we need to consider. In terms of the screening and buffering, there is adequate existing, as mentioned. There's adequate parking, no additional parking is required in the development agreement. And the traffic authority for the town of Wolfville has commented on this and sees no issues with the access or egress. And then there's the 18.6.1, which are the general policies. And then the architectural control areas. So let me deal with those first.